you guys, what's going on? My name is Rye Reed, the writer, with news. Yes, I have news for you. Yeah. Guess what? Just look at me in my face. Look at me in my face. Guess what movie was taken out the movie theater after 3 weeks of being in the theaters? Just guess. Guess. Think about it. Why? It was here, I'm gonna help you. It was the American Society of Magical Negroes. Why? Why would you make a title like that? And the more I think about the title of that movie, the more I cringe into myself. I cringe. Because I think to myself and I go, why white people? That's like the first thought. And like, I can't get on Kobe Libby, the director, because you know he's biracial or whatever he is, right? But he's only the director. Who greenlit this? Who said above him, who is allocating the finances, the money to make this movie? White people. And they thought to themselves, we are going to make a movie called The American Society of Magical Negroes. And guess what? Guess what? All the Negroes will come out and watch it. Because that's what they want. That's what they want. You didn't know this? You didn't know this? That black people, especially here in America, black people, they wanted a black Harry Potter, but a not black Harry Potter, on some satire type-ish, to make a movie about this guy named Aaron, whose ability is to assist white people so white people don't get angry and potentially abuse black people. Like, I wish I was a fly on the wall. I wish I was in that room, that meeting where they were pitching movies, and somebody said, I could see someone was like, yeah, we're gonna do that. What's that? What is it called? Say the name for me. Someone probably went, the American Society of Magical Negroes. And the white guy was like, they'll like that. They'll like that. Because I know they love their slave movies. You know what? They're going to like The Color Purple coming out around Christmas time. They like the abuse. They like that a lot. Let's put this out. Let's hire Justice Smith. He's great. Is this not the guy from Pikachu? Yeah, perfect. Put him in. Put him in. and like I said, and his love interest, someone probably in the back was like, a black woman, right? Like, this is the name of the title. The guy was like, no, a white woman. Like, why? Why in 2024 someone thought this movie was going to just take off? Okay, I have this video because I'm rolling right now. I'm howling with laughter. And I'm a very low energy person. I have a lot of energy, but I'm very monotoned. So this is like as loud as my voice kind of gets. But me telling you guys how funny this is me screaming. Like, imagine a woman like yelling at the top of her lungs of laughter. That's what my laughter is, but it's just quiet. I can't help it. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this video about this scenario, just of what happened. Then I have an article that I'm gonna read to you guys as well, because it's just, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for any of these people, because why would you do this? Who wanted this? Literally, who asked for the American Society, I'm gonna say the name, the American Society of Magical Negroes. And I love artistry. I love art. I love creative people. I love when people get to try different things. But what was the point of this? What story were you trying to tell? That white people are oppressive? They're scary? Like, that we need to appease white people to keep them tame? Well, here's the line from the movie. What's the most dangerous animal on the planet? The guy was like, sharks? No, white people. Who is this for? Especially in 2024. Do you not know how many people who are either biracial, mixed with black and white, or just white in general? Especially here in America, we are so ethnically diverse here. Especially as we like evolve and we continue to be a melting pot here in America. Why will we single out one race of people and attune them to being the most dangerous animal on the planet? And that's what I'm saying. It's more that I think about it, the more outrageous this is. Because weren't there white directors or white screenwriters who were assisting in this movie? White runners? Hell, the guy who was maybe like serving the food on the set, didn't anyone get offended by this? Any of the white people? Especially the executives who are passing this, didn't any of them go, I don't know, I don't like that. Like, but they passed this. They've really jumped over a whole hurdle and were like, go watch this. It's crazy. Okay, let me show you guys this video. It's super funny. I'm gonna put it right here. Here we go.
All right, people, what do you got for me? I don't have all day.
Okay, so we're thinking of like the black version of Harry Potter.
Slavery.
Yeah, no.
The civil rights.
The whole reason for this meeting is about a black Harry Potter. Okay. So witches and wizards.
Yes.
Who are slaves.
No.
I don't get it.
Hey, sir, the studios are thinking about casting a male black lead for a really big superhero film. His love interest will be white, of course.
How white?
White as snow, sir.
Blonde hair?
And blue eyes.
Oh, God.
Blue like the ocean.
The Pacific?
Margot Robbie white.
Green lighted.
What?
All right, but as for you two, goodbye. No, sir, please.
Call me when you got something better on your mind.
Come on. We're gonna call it the American Society of Magical Negroes.
Negroes?
We're still working on the name.
No.
Well, it was just kind of like a thought.
Negroes.
We might just say magical black people.
Anything that makes black people feel like it's 1956,
Well,
I'm all for it.
ooh, you know what? How about the American Society of Magical Kings?
What?
Well, I don't think, and this is just
I love that you got yourself a deal.
Negroes in 2000.
You have that script on my desk first thing in the
Please, we
morning.
really think that we should just change the name. We thought it was a good idea at first, but we just don't think that's a good idea anymore.
Negroes
Let's
is
just
the
start the
deal.
whole. All right, people. What?
Basically, that's what happened. That's how the movie was made. And a shout out Joshua Neal. I'm gonna see, maybe I can put his link down below for his TikTok. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna see if I can put his TikTok link down below. Go follow him and support him on TikTok. This man is hilarious, super funny. But that's essentially how it went. That's how the meeting went. It's the only plausible explanation for why this movie was greenlit. It's the only fundamental, understandable explanation as to why. I want to say it again. The American Society of Magical Negroes was made, bro. Why? Jeez. Oh my gosh. It would be a black person, right? You could only make movies like this if it's pertaining to black people. Because I feel like we're just the race that people just go to like dump on us. Like we're the easiest targets, right? And I don't know, it's just something about America. They just think, oh, out of all the races, we're gonna respect the Asians. We're gonna be mindful of the Latin community. But when it comes to black people, the criminals, thugs, Negroes, slavery. We're going to do the most outlandish things to them. And not one of them is going to speak out. No black people are going to be outraged by this. And they didn't think about it like that. Not one black person would feel slightly offended. Forget the white people. The black people, not a single one of them would feel offended by just putting the word Negroes in the title. And on top of that, before I get into the article, we could have just had a black Harry Potter. We could have just had a black Harry Potter. We could have just had a black Harry Potter. It would have been simple. It would have been beautiful. It would have been easy. It would have made money. People would have watched that. Black people with magical abilities? How easy would that have been? Because remember when the initial trailer came out, there were so many people who were hyped up for this because we initially thought it was one thing, then it became one thing, satirical, then another thing, there's a trope, then another thing, it's a rom-com, and it just continued to progressively get worse and worse. But just the initial thoughts, why can't black people just have magical wizarding abilities? How amazing would that have been? Especially right now, like we're all coming out of the pandemic. We need laughter. We need upbeat music. We need fun. We need colors. How fun would it have been to have black people with magical abilities? It probably could have made $500 million if it was well written, well directed, good music. It could have competed with Dune if it were really good and well thought out. There's no competition when this movie came out. It could have dominated the box office, but instead you gave black people the ability to appease white people so they don't get white rage. What aren't you okay, are there any black people watching this? Are you not offended by that? It can't just be me. It cannot just be me. I'm still gonna watch this movie as soon as it's on streaming. But it cannot just be me who is offended by this. Where is the rage? Where's the anger? I don't get it. I don't get it. What's going on, Hollywood? What's going on? Man, what is happening? You guys aren't acting right. Okay. We are going to read this. We're going to read the article. The article is by World of Real. And the title is The American Society of Magical Negroes pulled from release after 3 Tress weeks. And guess how much the movie made? This is pathetic. It made $2.4 million as its intake. That's all this movie made. They are in the negatives. I'm not a mathematician, but you would have to be in the double, utter, gutter, middle, down below. We're in hell with these numbers. You are in the negatives. You didn't even make money. Nobody made money off this. Nobody. It's like the song, nobody. And I'm not gonna start. Okay, only 3 weeks since it was released. That is sad. I would never tell nobody I was in this. Dead ass. I would tell nobody. Nobody. I would tell nobody I was in this movie. I would, if I were one of the writers in this, I would tell nobody. No one would know about my dark history of being a participant in the Society of the American Society of Magical Negroes. I would tell nobody because I wouldn't want this on my rep. I would not want this on my index card. Nobody would know. I would even deny it if I was being interviewed and I made a movie after this. They'd be like, hey, did you have an intake on the American Society of Magical Negroes? I'd be like, no, that wasn't me, that was my twin. I'm lying. Even if I get caught, I'm lying. Only 3 weeks since it was released, the American Society of Magical Negroes has been pulled from theaters. Yikes. The audaciously titled satire already had a weird trailer, bro, who's writing this, before premiering at Sundance to terrible reviews. So they issued this, they put this out in front of Sundance, and it had terrible reviews, but yet they committed with it and still launched it to theaters. Could not have been me. If I'm getting horrible reviews at Sundance, it dies at Sundance. Bam, I'm taking the financial hit. Hit up my tax accountant. Hit up my tax accountant. I'm taking that money. I'm taking that money. They will never know. They would never know. I'm taking the hit. It's like when Warner Brothers they put out a Batgirl, right? And this is a true story. They made a Batgirl movie, and it was so bad that Warner Brothers said, no. They took that mess down, took the financial hit, and took that straight to their taxes and said, this is a loss. We don't even want this out. You cannot find this film. Like, there's fans on like forums, especially on Reddit, who are asking for it because they still want to see the actress, you know, do her performance. Warner Brothers said, no, no, we're taking the hit financially. Let our tax man handle this. That would have been me. 20%, 28% on Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe audiences were too hesitant to walk up to the box office and request tickets to this film. Oh, and this is the scenario that this article made. Hi, I'm gonna act it out for you guys. Hi, 2 tickets please. Then the person who's at the cashier, he would say, for which movie? Then I would go, the American Society of Magical Negroes. Imagine if I wasn't black. I'm black, I can say that. But imagine if I was not black and I'm saying that. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Imagine if you and your wife, you're a guy, you and your wife are gonna go see this. Oh, the guy'd be like, you're racist. Like, how would you even sit there and be in a different race watching this movie in the theater? And are you allowed to even laugh at the jokes? Is that even right? Like, and I'm black, so that's what I'm saying. So I get this. I can be here. I can talk about this here. What? Any other race? What? Where do we begin? Maybe it was the lack of stars. The cast that composed of Justice Smith, David Alan Grier, and shout out David Alan Grier, great actor, and Lee Bogan, and Rupert Friend does not spell box office success. Regardless, I can't seem to find a budget for this one. And here's the kicker, you guys. I'm going to reveal some information. But while researching the film, I was told last night that it could have cost Searchlight, that's the production company, anywhere between $15 to $20 million to produce the Magical Negroes film. And I'm going to give you guys like a little lesson on how film production works. So it's going to cost them, yes, $15 to $20 million to produce, to make this, set, design, actors, writing, staff, maybe food on set, because you got to have food there. But here's the additional fee that they don't like to add on to their bill. A lot of these production companies don't like to tell you about. Marketing costs. There are marketing costs. There are marketing costs. So they're saying it costs $15 to $20 million to produce this. But how much money would it cost, or did it cost for them to begin launching commercials, advertisement, billboards, getting the actors and actresses out here on stages, paying people like myself to come out and interview them? Y'all don't know that, but a lot of these interviewers are being paid to interview these actresses because they're curated. Everything's curated. That's why, like, you know, you might watch like an interview and it seems real fluff. Like, they're not really getting down to the nitty gritty. Some interviewers do, but a lot of them, like, what is it, Diane Sawyer, she was like kind of rough. She would get in there, but a lot of the other ones are real fluff, and it's like the guy who would interview the actors and he would just feed them hot wings. You're not going to get anything that's going to be real intangible or anything that's going to be very in-depth. It's like a fluff piece just to get the actor and actress out on YouTube or on television, and just make them seem more appealing for the consumers, for us to gravitate towards them. That's why you always see a whole bunch of interviews coming out anytime a movie gets launched. Those are fluff like curators. But imagine how much that cost. Radio, because this was out on radio. The ads on YouTube, on TikTok. Imagine how much all that cost. Like, I don't know, you guys, but I'm guesstimating maybe an additional 20 million. It's expensive, you guys, to make something. Because you have to do marketing. You have to do marketing. So let's just say, like, a guesstimation. They spent $40 to $45 million to make this movie. And they only intook $2.4 million. They didn't even cut the corner. If this was a sandwich, it's not even the crust. I'm looking at the plate. Nothing. They made nothing with this. The debut of the filmmaker Kobe Libby, the American Society of Magical Negroes tackled a young man, A.A. Ron, who was recruited into a secret society of magical black people who dedicate their lives to making white people's lives easier. Gross. I would not be doing that. Take me out. Take me out. I would just tell them, I'm like, bro, don't even recruit me. If this is my job, I'd rather not have powers. I'd rather be normal. I'd rather be average. I'd rather just go home. Right? But yeah, they're talking about the trope. The movie trope is from films like The Green Mile and The Green Book, which previously accused of using that trope of magical Negroes. Yeah. Yeah, so this is, this sucks, but at the same time, why? I can't feel bad for you if you're making stuff like this, if you're greenlighting this. And it could have been cool. You could have just had magical black people instead of entangling us with white oppression again and slavery topics. And, you know, this 2024, are we not moving forward? I like to keep moving forward. Yeah, that's tragic. Bad. Alright, tell me your thoughts down below. Have you seen the movie? Like I said, I've seen parts of the movie, but as soon as it comes out on streaming, I'm watching this. I've seen the first half of the movie, a little bit of the middle, A.A. Ron's speech at the end, and the couple, A.A. Ron and that chick, like, talking. So I know about the film, but I'm gonna watch the whole thing on streaming. And what I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna go to In-N-Out, get me a double, some monster fries, the little like pepperoncinis, and I'm gonna sit home and I'm gonna watch the film. I'm gonna have a whole day for it. So I'm excited because I just need to see this. I need to see this. But yeah, tell me your thoughts below. How do you feel about the movie? What do you feel about the title? Oh, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. This is the biggest part of this video. This is the, oh my gosh, I gotta tell you this. The movie was produced by Searchlight. That's a production. Guess who owns Searchlight Pictures? Because I love Google. I can just like look up things. The presidents of Searchlight is David Greenbaum and Matthew Greenfield. But the parent organization of Searchlight Pictures is guess who? Walt Disney Studios. No. Disney made. Disney made the American Society of Magical Negroes. I'm done. I'm done.